Hi, gorgeous. Welcome to the Purpose Show podcast. Today's going to be, I think it's going to be fun. I have taken a bunch of just kind of like conversational questions, update questions from the Becoming Her Collective, from the Instagram community, from my Facebook messages, from email. And I'm just going to answer them all like interview style. It's going to sound like I'm interviewing myself, but it's really you guys. So this is going to be like current favorites, like tools, resources, habits, different things that are supporting me in my becoming her journey and just making my life easier and better. Um, I struggle with episodes like this. It's always a request. It's always mentioned pretty regularly from you guys. But I guess I struggle with it because it just feels like I'm talking about myself a lot and it feels like it would be boring. But I'm going to trust the process and actually create another one of these. The last one that I did that was sort of this way was everyone was wanting there was like themes. And so I did a few episodes where it was like a compilation of all my favorite like clothes and things, and then a compilation of all my favorite like self-care and skincare things. And this is random. There's all different sections in here. So if you like that kind of thing, I feel like this is kind of just like girl talk and we can just make it chill, hang out together, and I'm going to answer all of these lovely questions. Please keep in mind there are going to be a lot of links that I mention. There are so much that I'm going to mention that's in my Amazon storefront. So I will link that for you. There's a link that I have created that is alliecasaza.com/TPS links. So TPS for the Purpose Show, TPS links. And I'm really just going to keep that full of like all of the non-expiring links that I mention here on the show. So you guys can go and find like my Amazon storefront, book recommendations, links to like supplements, downloads that I have for you that are like free. Anything that I mention is going to be all in that link. So keep that in mind. TPS links, that URL is going to hold everything. Before we get into the questions, I do want to let you guys know there is something new available for you. In the collective, we have something called the Becoming Her Daily Consistency Challenge. This is something that we do because in my method, like my signature method, if you missed the episode on this, you're going to want to go back and listen because it's very detailed and it explains like everything and how you become her, the breakdown of the method. We're dealing with like subconscious mind reprogramming and EFT, and there's like a daily ritual and all these things. So the consistency challenge is taking phase 2 of my method. So that's the daily ritual. And it's getting you consistent with it. The goal is to get consistent for 21 days to form a habit. But just to give us a little wiggle room, we do the challenge for 30 days. So there is everything you need to understand about the daily ritual. There is a challenge like mark off sheet. So you can like print it out or keep it in your phone and just mark off every day that you do to keep track. It's really powerful. People are loving it. People in the collective are doing this all the time. I've put this together for you because consistency is key for anything. And if you think you're the kind of person that can't be consistent or never is consistent, it is just what you've been doing. We can shift this. So trust me, go take the challenge. I'm going to put it at that link, at the TPS links URL for you. So alliecasaza.com/TPS links. You'll get the free challenge. You'll get everything that we talk about today. So saying that at the beginning. Okay, let's get into it. I actually made myself a blueberry syrup today. Like literally I put in a skillet like blueberries, maple syrup, and a little bit of water. And I made like a syrup and I made like a organic coffee latte. Let me just say, this is like what happens when your kids get older and life gets a little easier, but you also learn to prioritize yourself. Like you can do shit like this. It's so good. Okay. Question number 1. What activities or hobbies have you been enjoying lately? So there's something that I've been doing where I've been like I enjoy going to the gym now. I actually worked really diligently to reprogram myself to where I enjoy going to the gym because I have always hated it. It used to be something that I would just absolutely dread. I would get really irritated when people would like say they love going to the gym, and like I was obviously just protecting all my own inner shit onto them, which is what we all naturally do, blah blah blah. But I really was like, you know what? I'm feeling like that because deep down I want to be that girl. I want to move my body. I read all the studies that say like somebody that's overweight a little bit but goes to the gym every day and works out every day is going to live longer and actually be healthier and get better blood test results than somebody who's like really skinny or whatever. So being like fit and moving your body is so important. So I really worked hard to rewire that. And I do enjoy going to the gym. But as somebody who has ADHD and likes, the nuance of things, and I want that dopamine hit. I want something to be new and exciting. And I really am working also on bringing in like joy and pleasure and enjoyment into my life. And part of that is like, yes, being consistent with habits, but changing up what the habit looks like to keep myself like excited and really enjoying it. So something that I've been doing is using ClassPass. This is an app that you can download and then you just like pay for a membership. I like cancel and resubscribe for mine like all the time. So every once in a while, I would say like maybe every few months, I re-download ClassPass and it lets you like try out different like boutique fitness classes in your area. And like it's really helpful if you're traveling. When I was doing like a lot of book promotion and I was traveling a lot, I used ClassPass, and that's actually how I found it. I was like, I want to go do a workout class and I'm in Nashville. I don't know where to go. And it lets you like not have to have a membership at different gyms and different boutique fitness places. And you can just have ClassPass and try it out. So it's really cool if you're exploring what kind of exercise you like and you don't really know, or you want to try like a bar class or Pilates class, or a spinning class, and you're just like, I've not been a fit person. I don't know what I want. I want to figure it out. ClassPass is great. And then it's also really great for just changing things up and making things exciting, like I mentioned. So I used ClassPass when I traveled. I used ClassPass when I wasn't really sure who I was in terms of working out and I wanted to try a bunch of stuff, but I didn't want to break the bank, like signing up for all these things. And it just made it helped me understand myself. So now I use it to just kind of keep things exciting and enjoyable. So that's been really fun. When I do re-download it and I have it for that month, I will like on Sunday nights, you guys know I love like Sunday night prep. I'm like looking ahead at my week and planning and kind of getting my shit together before the week starts. I just make it a part of that. Like I'll just go into the app, pick some classes, RSVP to them, and decide what I'm going to be doing that week. So I'll go to like maybe 4 classes a week and try different things. So that is something that I've been enjoying. Another activity that I've been enjoying lately is actually just really simple. I've been reading more. Um, I've just really been prioritizing reading and kind of following this intuitive nudge to just learn more. I really feel like it has to do with, I mean, me just being aligned with my sense of purpose. I feel like I've been realigned with that. And it's, um, I don't want to get like too deep into this right now, but I feel like I was so disconnected from my purpose. I thought I knew what it was, and I thought it was going to be like this very niche thing and like what I used to do in my business exclusively. And I started to just feel really disconnected from that, and that freaked me out. I kind of had like an identity crisis with my work and my sense of purpose and what I'm here to share with the women of the world. And I finally just started feeling like really connected with that again, like this year. And I think that ignited this desire to learn. I've just been throwing myself into reading, not just books that are learning. I am like reading a lot of books that are about learning and self betterment, but also like fun books. I've been reading novels again, and I feel like I always have one book that's teaching me something, one audiobook, and one like fun book at the same time that I'm reading. So right now I'm reading this smut book. What is it called? I've got it right here. Hateful Games by Simran. It's a dirty book, guys. We love it. And I'm also reading a book on psycho cybernetics, which is one of my favorite topics. And then I am listening to a book about the different attachment styles and just continuing my journey and healing. For me, I'm anxious avoidant, and really moving towards more and more secure is a big goal of mine. So I'm listening to those right now. More recent favorites that I have read: The Mountain Is You by Brianna Weist. And then 10 Times is Easier Than 2 Times. I forget the author, but this is definitely like a business growth workbook. Definitely like masculine energy, but we need that balance sometimes, right? So I've really liked those 2 books recently. Okay, next question. Are there any new habits or routines that have positively impacted your daily life? Okay. So the biggest thing is, like, I can't say it enough. You need to be doing the Becoming Her daily ritual. I do this every single day, and it is life changing. In that daily ritual, there is something called scripting. Scripting is a manifestation practice. You're basically connecting with your future self and then writing a journal entry as her. And there are a lot of reasons why it's very important to actually put pen to paper and journal, even if you're not a big writer. It's the way it's affecting your brain, and like cognitively. But scripting for manifestation, like, this brought me so much clarity because you're writing it down. So it kind of forces you to get super clear on what you actually want. I mean, this scripting brought me to a new idea that I never thought about for my business that is quickly leading me to a very long time um goal that I've wanted to manifest for a very long time. So I really love scripting. I would say scripting is, like, other than EFT, it's like the number one thing that's just really, I'm very surprised because it always kind of felt like, oh, that's silly. Like, that's, I don't know, it's like not super necessary. Like, maybe on Sunday mornings when things are really chill, that's when I'll do it. But actually making a few minutes for it every day has absolutely changed my life. And especially when you understand like the science behind it, it's so powerful. There's actually a free download that I made, you guys, that is like my templates for scripting so that you like know what to say for different like reasons, like different things of what you want to manifest. I'll put it on the TPS links URL so you can just go there. alexasa.com/TPS links. I would say the other habit that has really been impacting me physically is drinking chia seed and lemon water. So I learned about this actually in a TikTok from like a homeopathic doctor that specializes in PCOS. I cannot remember her name. I'll try to find it for you guys. But basically, you get a glass of water and you squeeze some lemon in it, and then you add like a spoonful of chia seeds and you let it sit for a few minutes, let the chia seeds like absorb the water and get like, expand so they're not expanding in your stomach and making you bloated, and just drink it. It's weird, especially if you're like not a big fan of the texture of chia seeds, but holy shit, it has so many benefits and I'm really noticing a difference. It feels like an internal shower. Like, it will clean you out. It's so good for you. I'm noticing like I'm losing weight a little bit faster. And the only thing that I've changed is drinking the chia lemon seed water in the morning and in the evening. Some of the benefits are just enhanced hydration, the electrolytes from the lemon. There's a nutrient boost because you're having the lemon and you're having the chia seeds. So they're like omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, protein, antioxidants. There's a bunch of micronutrients in chia seeds. And then there's vitamin C in the lemon. So improving your skin health and your immune system. It's really good for digestive health. It's really good for metabolism and satiety. So like weight management. There's antioxidant properties in both chia seeds and lemons. Blood sugar regulation. So stabilized blood sugar is really important for PCOS girls. And then more energy and endurance from the chia seeds, and then really good for your skin. Like the hydration combined with the vitamin C and the lemon is like improving my skin health. It's reducing dryness. I feel like I've been like more glowy. So just adding the lemon and chia seeds to your water in the morning, and then I also do it at night, is like the simplest thing. And it's kind of weird and it looks really gross, but it tastes like nothing and it's so beneficial. Like I'm really noticing a lot. And I like those kinds of little things because it's like not a big deal. It's not something that I have to like really do mentally. I just leave the chia seeds out on the counter so that it's like, out of sight, out of mind. I'm seeing it, so it's in mind, and I just like do it every morning and every night. It's super easy. Okay. Next question. Are there any specific self-care practices or wellness activities that have been helping you feel your best lately? So I feel like something that's changed in me, again, I feel like this is just the effect of like my kids getting older. My youngest is 9, um, as I'm recording this, and like they're in school. I just feel like things have shifted. The difficulties of parenting have shifted to other things that I feel like really equipped to handle and like I enjoy handling, like these bigger emotions and bigger conversations, and like teaching them to like be consistent with their homework and stay on top of things, to me is like just such a better season than the babies and toddler phase. I really honestly struggled with that phase. So I feel like the things that I'm able to like think about and focus on for myself, that coupled with my complete metamorphosis and like walking away from just like all of the bullshit programming and like self self-hatred that I grew up with and like developed through like religious oppression and religious trauma and just all the bullshit I've detached from. I've stepped into such a season of self-love and self-acceptance and really like self-adoration. Like I'm really learning to understand, love, and adore myself, if that makes sense. I know those words are really strong and they might kind of like feel weird to some of you, as wherever your perception is and whatever your filter is for taking in what I'm saying. But that's just where I'm at. And a part of that is I feel like my skincare game is so strong right now. Like I have amped it the fuck up. I love my skincare routine. I do not like skipping it anymore. I used to like fall asleep with my makeup on all the time. Now it's like so rare that I do that. I just feel like I feel like a queen when I like buy myself these like little serums and take a moment to like, I like dim the lights because it's part of my like cortisol lowering practice for managing my PCOS and my stress levels and my hormone balance and all that. Like I'm dimming the lights. I'm like putting good shit on my skin. I'm like taking a minute, rubbing it in, like getting all the makeup off. And like, I don't know, I'm really loving that. So really caring about my skincare and taking the time to do it has been just like really making me feel good. It's definitely impacting my skin in a positive way. Um, I think it's called Dr. Bronner. Um, I might be confusing that with the soap guy. I think it's like Dr. Dennis something. I might be fucking this up, but I will link to everything. But there are these wipes. I'm actually gonna add this because I'm gonna forget. Dr. Dennis something. It might just be Dr. Dennis. I think I'm like mixing up that Castile soap with the face thing. But anyway, Dr. something. He has this skincare line that's so good. And there are these wipes. It comes in a pack of like step 1, step 2. And they're like so good for relieving my discoloration and acne scarring. It is definitely lightening. And I have tried a lot of stuff. This is working great. It feels like really cleansing and like cooling. I just love them. I will link to them. They're a little pricey, but it's worth it. And then also the CEO Glow Serum, also an investment, but definitely worth it. I'm on my 4th bottle and I don't really rebuy stuff. Something has to be really incredible for me to not get bored and to actually rebuy it. So what I've been doing is I learned this routine for opening up my lymphatic drainage system. So like opening up your lymph nodes in various points on your body and face. And then I put the CEO Glow Serum on and I take my gua sha and I drain my lymphatic system. Like I drain the fluid out of my face. And I swear to God, like I will do one side of my face and it is so like uninflamed and lift it on one side until I do the other side. I love gua sha because it works immediately. So there's a TikTok tutorial that I use. You can look your own up online. There's so many, but open up your lymphatic system and then drain your face with the serum and the gua sha. So good. And then in line with the skincare conversation, I actually have recently discovered Korean skincare. There's like, I'm going to add this to my notes too, because I forgot to mention the toner. There's a rice toner that I get on Amazon. It's really cheap and it is the best toner of all time. It's totally helping even out my skin. I'm obsessed. There's also I'm going to mess up how to say this, but niacinamide. There's a serum from Korea that I have. Again, super cheap. Love it. And then the brand Medicube is Korean skincare. They have all kinds of like wipes and products. Every single thing they come out with is incredible. I have tried like almost everything. I cannot buy it enough. I keep refilling it, keep restocking. There's also this like collagen jelly cream that I put on my skin morning and night. It is the key to glass skin. Like I am telling you, ladies, this Korean skincare thing is here to stay. Like it is so good. I'm going to link everything for you in that alliecasaza.com/TPS links. Okay. Because it's all so good. Okay. Next question. Have you tried any new recipes or foods that you've been loving or that help you in your becoming her journey? Yes. So I mentioned this in another recent episode, but as part of like losing weight, like the way that I've lost weight and like imbalancing my hormones is like eating a really high protein diet. And the goal is to have 160 grams of protein per day for me. So that's a lot. And the biggest way that I make sure I get that in is by having like 30 to 40 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. And I'm not much of a breakfast person, so it's tough. So what I figured out is that I can actually make protein lattes. You can do like a coffee one, a chai one, a matcha one, and there's lots of different options. And that is what I drink in the morning. And I immediately start the day with a bunch of protein. It is so good for you. It helps balance your hormones, helps kickstart your metabolism for the day. I wrote out like my favorite recipes because I've tried a lot of them. Some of them are really gross. And I put it in a PDF form. So that is on the page for you, that TPS links page. So you can go and get that. But yeah, I've been really loving that. Next question. Are there any products or gadgets that have made your life easier or more enjoyable recently? I don't know if this is like easier, but there's this like SPF leg shimmer serum. I'll link it again with that link for you guys, but it's like so pretty. I would put it on, especially because it's like I live in Arizona, so it's still like warm here. And even if it's not like hot, if you're like going out and you have like you can like see like your clavicle, like your chest area and an outfit you're wearing, or like your legs, I put it on even like my arms if I'm wearing a tank top. It's SPF, so that's nice. And then it just gives like the softest shimmer. It's so amazing. I will link to it. It's like literally when I read this question, that came to mind first because I love it that much. Products or gadgets. There is this app. It's called Teleprompter Pro. And it is a teleprompter app that has made content creation like so much easier for me. A lot of the times there's content that I'm creating that's like I'm like referencing scientific studies or like explaining something that's complex, and I don't want to fuck it up or like miss something important. So I'll put my notes in the teleprompter app and it'll keep me on track when I'm creating social media content. And it helps so much because it looks like you're looking at the camera, but you're actually like reading from your script. So Teleprompter Pro, that app is a lifesaver for me as a content creator. So if that's what you are too, super helpful. Ooh, and then this is a fun one. I like cleaning, like I like house cleaning stuff. And lately, like I recently moved and I do not have a housekeeper right now. I just like haven't hired one since I moved because I moved to like a bit of a different area. So my old housekeeper wasn't able to come that way. But I've lived here for like a month as I'm recording this, and I just haven't I always have a housekeeper. Like I am fully available for delegating and having help, but my new house is like so small and I've been like kind of upgrading my house cleaning supplies and just like haven't felt like I need help. Hallelujah for like such an easy house to keep up. But anyway, as I've been like upgrading my house cleaning supplies, I have found some amazing things that make things way easier. A couple of them that come to mind right off the top of my head is my steamer. There's this like little yellow, and I think they have it in mint green too. So cute. But mine's yellow. It's like a little handheld steamer, and I can like steam clean my kitchen counters, my cabinets, in between like the kitchen counter and the stove, like get all the shit out of there. I steam clean in like little cracks of things. I steam clean everything. It's amazing. It's so easy. Like you just plug it in. It's so little. Actually was filming some like B-roll for content and somebody, you guys saw it like in the background as I was like talking about something else and everyone freaked out and DM'd me about the steamer. So I'll link to that for you guys at that TPS links as well. And then I also got like just silly little things that are like so worth having. I got this like extendable fan cleaner where like it wraps around the blades and like dusts the fan like so much better than the Swiffer duster. Like just I'm like, I don't little shit like that. And like on my once a week deep cleaning day, I love it. Like I look forward to it. It feels so satisfying to get the house super clean. Like I'm actually just in a weird phase where I'm just really enjoying doing it myself. There's a couple other things too. There's like a scrubber for the shower and like things that are like, I don't know. If you're going to have to clean, like we might as well like use gadgets and stuff that make it easy and fun. So I will link to everything that I've been using because there's some really good stuff. Okay. Have you had any memorable experiences or adventures lately that have enriched your life? Um, I started a book club with some friends that I've made while living in Arizona the past few years, and that's been really good. We read the book I mentioned earlier, The Mountain Is You by Brianna Weiss. We read that together. We read a couple other books together and just sitting in a group of women. We go to Phoenix. We sit in like usually like a hotel lobby. We'll order like some champagne or like a cocktail or wine and we just sit together and we discuss once a month. And it's just been so good. It feels so nice to like connect with these women and to do something that's like bettering us, but also just like good for the soul. So I don't know, maybe you should start a book club. The other thing that comes to mind is like these are so simple. I haven't been doing anything like wild or crazy or like super adventurous or anything. I'm really in like my homebody era right now. And along that line, something that comes to mind is movie nights with my kids in the new house. I got new couches and I also ordered these like big ottomans that you could add to the sofas and we get them and we push them all the way up against the sofa and it turns the sofas into like a massive like couch bed where you can like lean up against the sofa cushions, like spread your legs and like lay out. We get these like really big fuzzy blankets. If you're watching the video, I have one of them behind me on the bed. They're like these big fluffy blankets. We have like four of these and we keep them inside the ottomans because they're storage ottomans. We pull them out, we layer everyone up, we snuggle, we keep like the AC like really cold and we put the blankets out. Phoebe always like jumps up and snuggles. So does Pico. And then we watch a movie and we'll like make popcorn or get like M&Ms or something. Sometimes I'll have like a glass of wine and popcorn or tea and popcorn. And we've just been going through like classic Disney movies. And so like Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, like Cinderella, like all the old ones. And it's just become like a Friday night tradition. It's really nice. It feels really life-giving. It's really connective. The kids look forward to it. So that's really nice because I don't know, I have like teenagers and like older kids. So I'm like waiting for them, I think, to kind of like not want to do that, but they just love it so much. It's been really, really nice. So that's been good. Okay, next question. Are there any projects or goals you've been working on that you're excited about sharing? On a personal note, I feel like it's my body. I am really like I want to get hotter. Like I am so focused on getting hotter. I'm just like, yes, I deserve to feel good. I deserve to look good. I've been just really coming into my own, like I shared a little bit ago, and just really feeling like I love who I am. I feel like I'm a beautiful person on the inside and the outside, and I really want to take care of myself and feel my best and honor my body and like look really fucking good. So I have just been like looking up Pilates workouts and figuring out how to balance my hormones so that I can like release more weight and like feel my best and getting glowy, like hydrating. I feel like I always have water. I always have like matcha. I always have, even if I'm drinking coffee, like it's got good shit in it that's adding to my life. Like I still like to go out and like have drinks with friends and stuff. And I've shared before, like I never really got that phase of my 20s. So I've been experiencing that recently and it's been like really fun. But what I enjoy more than anything is things that are like, I'm like, okay, is this making me hotter? If it's not making me hotter, I'm not sure how interested I am in partaking because I am on one right now. I am on a journey. I'm loving going to the gym. It's actually really inconvenient for me to go to the gym right now because the way that the kids drop off schedules are and like the timing of everything, it basically means like I can't go to the gym until like 9 o'clock because I have to drop off my youngest at like 8:45. And so it's like that's kind of late. So by the time I'm done working out and I get home and I shower, like I can't really start work until like 10:30 or 11. And so it's kind of throwing a wrench in like my business and my productivity. And like, I do not care. The old me would be like, oh no, can't take care of myself. I need to be productive. I need to be performing. I need to do. And the new me is just like, yes, we will get less done and we will take our time meeting goals and working in the business and we will prioritize ourselves and our body. And so I have been going to the gym every day and there's a sauna there. So I sit in that and they have like this cryotherapy machine and I sit in that. Like I take my time there and I'm listening to audiobooks and it is like, I don't know. I'm so in love with taking care of myself right now. So that is something that I'm working on. Getting hotter, taking care of my body. Okay. We got to hit MILF status even harder. And then I would also say a goal that I just finished that I'm really excited about is I recently finished creating a new course that's called Money Magnet Mastery. And it is I'm so proud of it. It is a culmination of everything that I have learned about the energy of money, about attracting money, whether you are the person making money in your family or not. Like you have a say in how money comes in and what the energy of money and the flow of money in your household budget is. Like it's there's so much I don't want to like go on a huge tangent, but it is very powerful. It also like combines my knowledge of quantum physics and the subconscious mind. It's very, very good. I will link that at TPS links as well for you. If you are in the collective or CEO club, you already have access to it. It's included in the memberships. Speaking of that, I feel like we're currently doing Social Surge in CEO Club. We're actually just wrapping it up at the time that you guys will be listening to this, but a huge social media like I always say, if you want to create a surge somewhere, then you have to make a surge. Like if you want to experience a surge of new social media followers, then you need to create a surge of social media content. And so how do you do that? That's what Social Surge is for. So like breaking down how to film, all the right equipment, how do you outline your content? How do you make the content engaging? What hooks should you use in your content? Like we have done so many masterclasses on various things. We have a masterclass for every platform: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I actually deleted my TikTok and started from scratch live with the girls in CEO Club. So we've been growing that. I've been growing side by side with them and it's really fun. It's been very rewarding and it's really cool to see, like to do something with them and see them actually getting results. So that has been really, really fun. Yeah, I have some good stuff coming up. There's an upcoming workshop, training, masterclass, whatever you want to call it, that I'm doing. I'm just going to link to it for you because it's going to be like, there's a couple. There's one that is for the becoming her side of things. And then there's one that is for like the business owners. I'm putting so much together and I will link to everything for you at the TPS links. Okay. Next question. Have you found any helpful resources or tools for personal development or professional development? What comes to mind for this is doing positive self-talk rampages. So basically what this is like a form of like affirmations, but it's like more potent. I feel like it packs more of a punch, and it's like very like it raises your vibration very quickly and very effectively and kind of keeps you in a high energy the whole day. So you're basically like, I like pace and I'm talking out loud and I'm literally like on a rampage of like positive self-talk about myself in my life. So like going on like a riff. So it's like, I am so grateful to be alive. Being alive and aging is a privilege. I'm so grateful. I love this and this about myself. I love my family. I love that I have this to experience. I love that my business is where it is right now and that I'm learning so many lessons and I know more abundance is coming through. I am so grateful for this. Like you go on a positive riff and it is so impactful. The thing that I like too is like you don't have to actually be saying the words yourself if you're like not really sure what to say. Just listening to a rampage is going to reprogram your subconscious mind, help solidify the other work you're doing in terms of that, and then like raise your vibration. So there are 2 tracks I created. They're free. One is just for like moms, women, just wanting to listen for life. And then one if you're an entrepreneur. And again, I will link to that at the TPS links link for you guys. Okay, the next question. How do you structure your day to stay productive and balanced? So I do not do the same thing every day. I get really bored. I do some of the same things every day, but I do not follow like the same flow every single day. I would just want to die. Like I can't do that. So the becoming her daily ritual that I do that I've shared with you guys is literally everything. If you want to find it, go to that alliegastazza.com/TPS links. There's something called the Becoming Her Blueprint. And it's a video and a massive PDF. It's going to break everything down for you and help you put this together and know what to do for yourself. But that is something that I'm not going to budge on. And the gym is a part of that. But that is something that it's like, yes, like no matter what happens, no matter how I'm feeling, I know that I did that and I can feel good. So I would recommend doing that for yourself for sure. So I structure my day like as needed. I would say my mornings are pretty much the same, but the day itself is like really open-ended. Tomorrow, for example, is a Tuesday and there's like a bunch of work I need to do and there's so much going on. But after the gym, I am heading straight over to a restaurant for brunch because it is one of my good friends' birthdays and we are going to have mimosas and good food. And I'm going to celebrate with her and her sister and a couple of her other friends and just midweek, like go have fun and day drink and laugh and talk and it's going to be amazing. So there's a lot of balance. And then like today is Monday and I did all my normal stuff during the day, came home. I've been filming podcasts all day, creating social media content all day. Like it's a very like big work day and I've been going for a while. It's 5 o'clock now and I took a big break and took a nap, but I'm still at it and I'm feeling really good. So it's like that balance. So my days are all very different, but my mornings are very similar and I really prioritize that morning ritual. So structuring that and then structuring like putting the house to bed at night is what I call it. So like making sure things are picked up, making sure things are clean, no matter how tired I am, like I'm getting the house tucked in, getting everything ready so that the morning is good and I'm ready because it's such an early start for the kids' school and stuff that those 2 things, like book ending the day like that is just like non-negotiable at this point. So those 2 things are very structured and productive. And I feel like that brings productivity and balance into the rest of the day automatically. Next question. What are your go-to strategies for managing stress and staying calm? EFT, emotional freedom technique above all else. I'm certified in this. I can teach you guys how to do it. There's literally a massive library of EFT videos where you just literally like do what I do and say what I say. And we have EFT videos for like anxiety, stress, depression, period pain, even. You can clear negative energy and negative emotions with EFT, and you can also call in desired energy and emotions. So you can use EFT to manifest faster. You can use it for all sorts of things. And there's a massive library inside of the collective and then also in CEO Club that's more like for business and manifesting and clearing things in your business. The fear of being seen, getting more visible, calling in like your perfect social media audience, all of that good stuff. So EFT hands down, when I'm stressed out or there's an emotion that's bothering me, or even like earlier today, I had like a weird stomach ache. Like I just felt like there was something sitting in my stomach, like that just needed to come out. And I literally went in my room and just 5 minutes, like did tapping on the stomach pain and it cleared. I didn't like even need to do anything. It just cleared. So I love EFT. If I am stressed or have an argument or disagreement or something and I'm really like upset, like I use EFT for everything. And then I just regularly do it for a few minutes every morning is just like a maintenance. So I'm not just doing it when like something is triggered or I need to like, handle something. And then I would also say that I've really been learning how much I need space and alone time. And I've been giving that to myself. So giving myself space, taking some time for myself, being alone sometimes has been really huge. And that has required me to be what feels really selfish sometimes. But I realized that I only perceived it as selfish because of like old programming that is such bullshit, bleh, such bullshit and does not serve me. So asking for help, taking time, having Bella babysit the kids, the boys, and like going for a drive, going and sitting somewhere and having like a salad and just taking a second for myself, telling the kids like, hey, boundary, I'm going to be in my room for a little bit, listening to a podcast, listening to music, having some EFT time, reading a book, like I've really been prioritizing myself. And a part of what that looks like too is not just like boundaries with other people and like the kids and the people around me, but boundaries with myself. Like it's really not going to serve me to zone out and watch Netflix all the time. Sometimes, yes. And like I really want that. And I just feel like I need that. And it feels so good. But sometimes, like the boundary is being more in tune with what I need and like dimming the lights, getting my novel out, like putting on quiet music, doing some extra skincare and like making a cup of green tea and like sitting and reading and like really just pouring into myself and not being stimulated, like not turning the TV on. So um boundaries are not just for other people, they're for you too. And like really prioritizing my needs and like what's going to be really good for me. What do I really need? And like valuing myself enough to listen to that has been huge. So like taking the space to do the things that I need to do. Okay, next question. Have you discovered any new fitness trends or exercises that you enjoy? So like I said, I will change things up, but I'm just gonna, because we already kind of talked about this a little bit. I'm just gonna share like my go-to. Like this is what I do when I'm just like, I want to go to the gym. I want to get my stuff done. Sometimes when I'm at the gym, I feel really like mentally on because it's like the highest time of energy. My mental energy is really high around like 9, 10 o'clock. And that's when I usually go to the gym. So when that happens, I really just like, I want to get my phone out and I want to like kind of dive into work. And so I'll let myself do that. So what I do is I will go on the treadmill for like 20 to 30 minutes. And I will just be on my phone in Notion, mapping out an episode, like planning out social media content, replying to my team if they've been talking to me in there. Like I will just be on the treadmill and the time flies by because I'm busy on my phone. So I really like doing that. So 20-ish minutes or so on the treadmill. And then I follow that with 20 minutes of mat Pilates. I just get my workouts. Like I have a membership I'm a part of, but I also will get them from like TikTok or YouTube. I even use Chat GPT sometimes and ask it to write me a 20-minute mat Pilates workout. And it will do a great job at that. And then depending on where I'm at in my cycle, if I'm in a high energy phase of my cycle, so like ovulation or follicular phase, then I will also do 10 minutes on the Stairmaster before I wrap it up. Okay, we have 2 more questions. The next one is, what are some of the biggest lessons you've learned in your career recently? Leadership. I've recently just like not recently. I've known that like leadership has been a difficult thing for me because of like people pleasing tendencies and um how I was raised in the school I went to and like just being so put down as a woman and just so feeling like I'm not allowed to be a leader. And there's so much subconscious programming from that. So I have struggled being a leader. I've struggled being bold. I struggle like I don't want to make anyone upset or feel like they're not doing a good job, even when they are not doing a good job. So I will like take the hit myself, like in my business, instead of like talking to the person and like being honest. And so I've really been working on that. So leadership, just recognizing that like I need to work on this. And like going ahead and like saying the thing. Like if this person like feels like they can not do a good job, then like I need to feel like I can express that, and like learning how to express that and learning like techniques and strategies to communicate things in kindness but also with firmness. Like I am being affected by things because I'm the owner of this business, so I need to be on top of things. Like really, I guess I've just been learning like not just that, but also that like it's my company and nobody is going to care about it like I do. So I need to be like, I think I kind of expect people to just completely take over and like know what to do and like just do it and not really need anything from me. And I've really shifted that. I've really shifted into understanding that they do need to hear from me and they need to hear from me often. And I do need to kind of be overseeing everything and having my hand in different things and checking on people and communicating when something is not to my liking, even if it feels like, oh wow, like you just said you didn't like something and now you don't like something else. And now like even if I'm worried that they're going to think I'm too nitpicky, like I really just need to get to a point where I don't care because it is my brand and it is my business. Um and then the other lesson I'm learning in my career is actually related to content creation, which is just crazy to me because I've been creating content for so long. I've actually never really used social media for personal use ever since the beginning of when social media really first started. I've used it to talk about what I'm doing in terms of like my blog, what that I had at the time, and then that turned into this business. So I feel like an OG content creator, and it's also one of my superpowers. I'm really good at creating content, but starting my TikTok from scratch has been teaching me so much. I feel like it was a bit of a wake up call when it comes to like creating content and growing a new audience with like this new niche pivot from decluttering and like really expanding and letting my niche and letting my content evolve with me. And then like starting the account over from scratch. Like, this is what we've been talking about so much in Social Surge is like, man, like content is really the lifeblood of your business, of my business as well. And like, you need to treat it like that. Like, I am a full time content creator. So I need to be thinking that way. I started like going back to like keeping a tripod in my purse all the time, keeping one in my car, keeping one on my desk, keeping one in the kitchen. Like, I'm always ready to just set the camera up and film me like doing something for B roll, or like if I get inspired, like I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to just go ahead and film it while I'm sitting in the car or whatever it is. I just think I got really lax and kind of thought like, oh, like I made it. My social media, like I have a decent following and they're really like engaged and I really like hanging out with them. And if I grow more, then I'm probably going to get more mean people. So I'm just going to kind of be stagnant and chill. And I had some things that were like micro traumas around being on social media. And I think that that mixed with just like getting lazy just made me like kind of let it go. And I've just been woken the fuck up. Like I'm so re-inspired and so on with content creation. I realize that like if I'm not making content, I'm really not making money. So it's been really good for me. And it's just something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. Okay, last question. How do you stay motivated and inspired in your work? Um, Number one, not making myself stay motivated and not making myself always be inspired. So taking breaks when I feel like I need them. Number two is watching other people kill it. I've really gotten to a point where I can see other people accomplishing things and doing amazing things and like recognize that that is what I can do as well. So watching other people, especially other women, kill it and just accomplish big things is like, yes, that is where I'm headed. Or if it's not something that I want, I can just see like, look how much is possible. Like, I don't really want that in particular, but look at what she's doing. Like, this is such a reminder. So that really motivates me and definitely keeps me inspired. And then to be honest, I'm going to go back to EFT because if I'm really lacking motivation and I'm feeling very lackluster and very uninspired and I've taken a break and it's just not coming back, I'm going to use EFT and I'm going to clear the negative emotion. I'm going to clear the energy that I'm stuck in and I'm going to call in motivation and inspiration and literally like tap it into my body. EFT is using the meridian points, like the energetic hotspots on your body. So they're like that, it's combining like acupressure and energy work. And it's literally reprogramming your subconscious mind and shifting your energy. Like you instantly feel better. So it's very powerful. And I definitely use that a lot, especially when it comes to like productivity and staying motivated. This was so good. Thank you guys for most of these questions came from the collective and people in the Ask Allie Anything section. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate you so much. AllieCasazza.com/TPS links. Everything that I mentioned that is linkable will be there. We're really just creating this like massive collection of links that I mentioned on the podcast. So you can just sift through and go get anything and everything that you want. So head over to that link, get your goodies. I love you. Thank you for being here with me.